Hello, hello, my frizzy friends. Happy Thursday. How are we this morning? I hope everyone's doing well. Let's see who's in the hive with me this morning. We've got Melissa G in the house, and Kelsey's here, Lydia's here, Lisa's here. Hi, Tank. Tank was here first. Callie girl is here. Hi, Callie. How are you doing? So good to see you. Hi, Beth. Welcome in, welcome in. So as you can see, I put it on only for you guys. It does not match what I'm wearing whatsoever. But I mean, yeah, everything's blue, but like, so here's the little stars. Totally looks better on Lizzie than it does on me. It kind of balloons out and stuff. Now, this is the Shy Hexie Wrap cardigan pattern. I did link it in the description below. I altered it because I always get really hot, so I did just the like half sleeve, but she actually has you decrease and do this ribbing around the cuff, so it's got like a little cute little cuff at the end. So options, you know, but it is a wrap, so it's got a nice long tail that wraps and wraps and wraps, and I'm unwrapping it or I will get too hot. But I wanted you guys to see because I had told my members I couldn't get a picture the other night because Lizzie was wearing it and she didn't want her picture taken. So I was like, all right, fine. Yes, I finally got it done. The cats think this is a toy for them too, of course. So anytime I take it on, put it off, whatever, they're all over me. Hi, Grammy Rita and Jenny, and Mary Ann is in the house. Morning, good morning. Yes, don't forget the thumbs on your way in, you guys. You don't want Mila doggy slobbers, or maybe you do, you know, maybe you do. She's adorable. I wouldn't mind if she slobbered on me. It's okay. So what's everybody working on? I am going to continue with whips because I think Amber's onto something. I think that's, since I'd lost my Crojo for the last couple weeks. Hi, Tech World. Good to see you again. Yeah, I had lost my Crojo, so I think if I keep working through these whips that I've had forever, then I think that will help me get back what I missed, you know. Thank you, Lydia. Hi, Sally. Hi, Helix. And speaking of Helix, I did pin at the top. So Helix, his husband got in this horrible car accident. Oh my gosh. If you click the link, you'll see what the car looks like. He's okay, luckily. And a miracle that he is, but the car definitely has, there's no saving that. And whatever else was inside that was personal. So we have started a GoFundMe page that was started by some additional friends of ours. And so if you can donate and help Helix out, this will help her get back, you know, in the swing of things in life. So craziness. Lizzie will enjoy the garden. Yes, she does. She loves it. So this one, he is going to school just a little late today. Decided last night. I'm sitting in the living room and I hear him and his sister are doing, you know, he's yelling or she's yelling and she's trying to chase him and stuff. And needless to say, down the
I didn't even hit the stairs. I went straight down.
So he fell down half of, like, we have a stairwell that kind of L shapes. So at the bend, he decided to try to fly, I think, and didn't do so good. So we weren't sure if he broke anything at first. We don't think he's broken anything. He could still move his arms, but he was still pretty sore this morning. So he's doing a half day. He can move the arm, but yeah, he's pretty bruised up. And Lizzie was telling me, because she saw the whole thing unfold, that you actually hit your back against the corner of the wall. That's why you're all scuffed up on the back. Because we saw his back and we're like, whoa, what happened? So that, yeah, hot mess. You know, people just need to stop getting hurt. Helix's husband, my son, like, come on, you guys, come on. So he's doing okay, you know, and
pink waving.
Yeah, I know it describes it for you since it
Oh.
doesn't have the emojis on the whatever I call this, eCam. So anyway, he'll be going to school here pretty soon. I just wanted to, get some ibuprofen, get that flowing good, and then he'll go to school. So, but anyway, so I have some Happy Mail, one from Helix, which was actually a gift away that I won. So I have that to unwrap. I haven't opened it yet. And then,
Smell good.
oh, thank you. And then I have, hi, Amber, welcome in, welcome in. You think so, Helix? I have no idea how your husband made it out of that car with just some bruising. It's just crazy, but I am so happy that he is okay. And I noticed there was snow down there, so I assume he probably hit and lost control, hitting snow and ice and such.
What happened?
Or her hubby totaled his car and was in an accident the other day. So, yeah, it's all crunched up. But he's okay, luckily. So, anyway, yeah. So, I have some Happy Meal to show you. I have whip to show you, or ideas for a bunch of whips here that I have. So, I'll get your way in. And then that's kind of what I figured we'd do today. Husband's home because he either ripped a muscle in his chest. How do you rip a muscle in your chest? Or broke a bone? Oh my gosh, nothing a doctor could. Well, if it's a broken bone, they can't fix it. They'd at least wrap him up really good so he can't like shift whatever might break. So anyway, so let's open up some Happy Mail. I'll show you this one because I opened this one already. This was one I won on Suki, my friend Suki's channel. So we're excited to try this melting pot. So James doesn't want all the extra goodies on top, but we can put those on ours because it makes it into like a turtle fondue. So I was telling him, yeah, with fondue, you get all these fun different things, fruits, waffles. I've seen marshmallows, a whole bunch of stuff. Heat up the chocolate, melt it, and then you dip it in. Oh, Rice Krispie treats, pretzels, pound cake, pineapple. Oh, very excited. Are you gonna try it? Yeah, he's excited. Does my son do any crafts? Do you do any crafts?
Draw, but I don't usually do crafts.
He's not as into the crafts, but he likes to draw, and he's become really good at doing digital drawing as well. So he jumped on that bandwagon way before I did. I mean, that was only the last like 10 years I jumped on that. So, and then I got this little Valentine bunny that Suki made. So that was from Suki. Just realized, should have blurred that out. That's okay.
But what out?
Address.
Oh.
Hi, Lana Banana. you were eating oatmeal, lost track of time.
Leak our address to everybody.
I don't know. Maybe.
Mom.
No, it's okay.
You were stupid.
Nothing, it can't be edited.
You were stupid.
Oh, look how cute.
Let's revive, Mom. It can't be edited. People can't go back to it.
Look how cute those are. They're like little piggies. Although, I don't know. They might be mice. Oh, they're mice. They have a little tail that comes up, I think. I don't know. Whatever they are, they're cute. Lizzie's totally taking these Helix.
Take everything.
She's already commandeered all the other ones like that I've ever got. Because Rusty has sent me some too. What?
She takes everything. She also eats everything.
She takes all my stuff.
I didn't say that. That's what I said that.
Look at this. I got a little bag and it's sparkly. See all the sequins? That's cute. Oh, so this is definitely a shoulder bag. Love it. But yeah, when you were showing this on your channel, Helix, Lizzie's like, yeah, I want that. I want that. So, oh, there's more of those little guys. Little chicks. We got different little chickadees. We were just talking this morning about, on Amber's Live, about like the whole, the Jeep craze, how all the Jeep owners have the little ducks, the little rubber ducks, and then they leave them on the car for each other, and it's like a trade swap thing. We were talking about our different car brands, and we should come up with something else like for the other cars. I was thinking bees maybe for the minis, because that's what my husband and I have now, are Mini Coopers. So we could do bees, and then
Bees.
I know, right? I'm just saying. I could put some crochet bees on people's minis. Wouldn't that be cute? That'd be so cute. Anyway, so I think the theme on this one was sparkle. So I got a sparkly bag. that's got some really pretty goodies inside. Little hair clips. Hi, Heidi. Hi, Rebecca. How's it going? These are so pretty, Helix. Look at these, you guys. They're huge, too. Chunky crochet hooks. I like the bubbles inside. That's neat. Does it tell you what size? Oh, it does. This is a 25 millimeter hook, Helix. This is the same size as that big white one that I have that has the compartment that I did the giant yummies for. Aren't these cool, James?
Yeah, looks like honey.
Looks like honey. Yeah, it does. I like those. All right, so we got those. What else we got in here? These are some little stitchy markers inside an organza bag. We got some little snips, measuring tape, some little yarn needles, and a couple of pins like this in there. So that's what's in that one. Start new trends. That's right. We'll come up with our own things. More sparkles. I got boy hooks. So these are some of the smaller size boy hooks. These are cute washable tags. They say handmade on them. So for any of the wearables, I could stitch those on and that would make it look really cool and professional. This little bag that I think, Helix can correct me if I'm wrong, I think that the original purpose for these is like a little trash bag where you could put little yarn ends in. But she found that if you put a cake in there, it's like the perfect size to hold that. So look how pretty that one is. Isn't that nice? I love it. Thank you, Helix. Ooh, I just saw that it has sparkle. There's like sparkle in there. Love that. Very pretty. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, me too, Heidi. Me too. I like those tags. Just like adds a little specialness to whatever your project is. That was always one of the things that I kind of, you know, it almost makes it look more professional to have a little tag like that, right? And, you know, just lets people know that it's handmade, which I love that too. So you should go play some more games or something until you're...
She wants me to leave again.
No, I just, you know, I love you. I adore you, son. So funny. Car trash bag. Yeah, actually, I mean, I do need one of those, but let me get stuff out of my way. Okay, so for the whips, this is what... So if you remember, I had the cat gan. That was one of the corner-to-corner graph gan blankets that I've designed. And when I was first making them, I was testing out the thing. It has like, there we go, I fixed it. I was testing out my pattern for it and realized I didn't like the outline. It was a little too chunky for me, the black outline on the cat. So I have this one. And then I'm trying to remember why I have other extras, because I got this one, but maybe it was a little bigger. I'm not sure. There was a reason why I didn't use it, and I don't remember what that reason was. Then I had extra color ones. They're plain, but they're solid colors. So there's another blue one. And then I had another one of the squares. This is the one with the cat and the butterflies. So this is another cat gan square. And then I have a green backing. And so I just started thinking, well, what the heck am I going to do with these? It's not enough for a blanket or anything like that. And it's just kind of random. So I was thinking about doing some bags, and then I can go and check out my bin of all of the fabrics that I bought before Joann's went out of business. And I could do some lining and maybe do some pockets inside, or at least a pocket inside, and then like crossbody bag style. What do you think? Do you think anybody would like those? Maybe sell them? I don't know. So many random things, Amber. Oh my gosh. Parts of Amis. Like a leg here, a petal there, you know, and I'm like, what am I doing with this? So I was thinking that the green, even though it's a different shade of green, I thought the green actually might be a kind of a nice backing color for that one. And then I was thinking that this blue matches this other blue. It's a little bit of a different shade of blue, but not by much. So I think that one would work. You would, Duck World? Nice. And then I have 2 of these blue ones and 2 of these purple ones. So they could just be like plain color bags. And then I could do a fun liner is what I was thinking. Like I have some really cool witchy prints that might be cool for the purple one. And I have so much fabric, you guys, and I don't know what else I'm going to do with that. So, and then I have this one, but I don't think I have enough. Let's see. Yeah, this is going to be the off one. Because if I use these as they are, these ones were smaller. So I think these ones came from the space blanket that I made my son that was corner to corner. You're all for bags. I know. I love bags too. And these are good size, you know, they're pretty good size squares. So I'm thinking crossbody bags all the way. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that's definitely what we'll do then. On the wall of a little boy's room. Oh, the squares that have the pictures on them. Like this. Just a simple square. You just pin it. You just pin it up. Or I could just make another square. I could make one more corner to corner, just a plain square or something like that. And then I had thought maybe I'll make pillows, but I don't know. They're not very big pillows, so I kind of think bags might be more purposeful. Grammy Rita, bags, let's do it. Grammy Rita is our gal who loves anything to do with bags. And Mandy's been a member of my Royal Hive for 14 months. Thank you, Mandy. Thank you, thank you. Could you just do a fabric back for the one? I could. Yeah, I could. I think that would work. Because you can even use the sewing machine and sew on, like I did with that strawberry bag that Lizzie has. If you notice, she has since taken it. It was intended for her, but I kept it here because I like looking at it. She didn't seem like that interested, but then one day she's like, Mom, isn't this supposed to be mine? I'm like, yeah. Well, can I take it? I'm like, yeah. Right? I think so too. I think it would make a cute bag. So yeah, I'll see. I'll have to see if I have that same blue color. If I don't, maybe I could do either a green to match the scarf, or I could just do a different shade of blue and go with that. You need to make some more bags too, Heidi. Well, I keep saying this, but I do intend. I keep thinking, you know what? Maybe I should just keep my solid colors, most of the solids and stuff that I have in my stash for Amis, because you always need that for amigurumi. But I had bought so much yarn before Joanne's went out but I never had an intention. I'm one of those people that just buys because I get excited and when I see stuff and it's like, oh, shiny new toy, you know. Thank you. These are in my shop. Well, at least some of them are. I need to make sure they're all in my shop. These have been on here. These have gone through the dishwasher for years. So it's just now starting to bubble a little bit. But yeah, I have the Crochetaholic one. We've got the Sleepy Latte Peachy, which always reminds me of Callie Girl because she's got her peach next to her name. There's Whimsy, Roland, and Flit. So yeah, these. Oh, and then I missed one. Hang on. But first, coffee. Yes, always. Always. Hi, Sharon. How's it going? What are you working on now that you finished your grandson's jumper? And I missed what Rebecca said. What did she say? I'm at the strap portion of the beach bag and went rogue. You're over it? What? So here's a good question for those that have made bags. What do you think is the best way to do the strap? Now, I'm also thinking, because I think this might help, one of the issues I know happens with bags is that they end up being super stretchy a lot of times and kind of almost get stretched out of shape with the yarn. But I've seen people actually line the back. So the part that would touch your skin or go across your body would have that same like inner lining color or pattern. And I've seen that. I was thinking that might actually help prevent the stretching out of the yarn. So, hi. Oh, Lisa's doing the weather. All right, Toledo. What do we got? 37 degrees. The wind is blowing from east northeast, 10 miles an hour. Woo! Hi, Rita. Oh, good. Okay, so yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Speaking of, I need to go grab another cup. Yes, go do that. Hi, Kimberly. How are you? So I found this ball, which I think that it's a matter of dye lot colors. That's where my brain was smushing all those words together. Dye lot colors. Okay. I'm pretty sure these are either very close to the same or something, because look, this one is almost this middle color. Maybe not 100% though. They're almost like 3 shades of blue. But I was thinking this might work for just like stitching them together. What do you guys think? Everybody's checking their weather. Oh, Minneapolis, what do we got? 33 degrees. Ooh. Cold. Brr. It is so cold, you guys. Hi, Gwen. Hello, hello. Oh, you got 69 degrees Fahrenheit. Nice. Where is Pea Ridge? Where is that? Which is that a state somewhere in the U.S., perhaps? Okay, I need scissors. I have a random knot here, and I'm not untying it. I'm not unknotting the knot. So we will put that in my scraps bag there. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think that like if I make a strap, and I don't know if going back and forth, like doing singles back and forth, or I haven't decided how I want to do the strap. I mean, I could do a corner to corner strap so it matches in the style and just do like really skinny going all the way up. I could totally do that. And especially if I do the backing with the fabric, I think that would help, because, you know, it's going to be stretchy with the corner to corner stitching. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hello, putting on the glitz. How's it going? 87 and sunny. Nice. You got 45 Lana Banana. That's not very high for you guys. Are pretty cold for right now, huh? That would look good for the bag. Okay, good. I think that's where I'm at. Flower creations. Flower Tammy Flowers in the house. I have no idea what size hook I used for this, or if it even matters. I'm thinking an F hook might be okay if I'm just like single crocheting the sides together. I saw somebody, I was looking it up before I came on live, that somebody was basically using a needle and they were sewing, so if you have the braided sides out, right, then they were kind of sewing under the braids and doing like one of these things. And so you still got to see the braiding on both sides, and it just sort of closed up the gap, you know. So I don't know if that's, I've never seen if that, I've never tried that way of doing it. Hi, Arrow. Thank you. Thank you. For the, are you talking about the Hexi Wrap cardigan? That's Shy's pattern. I just adjusted the arms. So after I built up the arm as long as I wanted it, I just stopped where it was and did the ribbing that you would normally do around the wrist cuff. I just did that larger around that edge. So, but it's for Lizzie, that actually goes full length for her. So it looks really cute. But yeah, it's linked down below in the description. I've got the link for that, and I've got Helix's GoFundMe is also in the description below. So you guys can pop on over there. They sell straps for bags. I bought some on Temu. You get 3 for a good price. Oh, you know what? I did buy strap. They're not cut yet, but it's basically you can go to a fabric store or whatever and you can just buy the straps. So I do have some of those because I have I bought a couple of fabric they're packs where it came with the fabric for the outside of the bag, the inside of the bag, and then I think you just needed to buy the strap part separately. And so like almost like a kit. So I have those to do as well, but I just have not been sewing because I don't sew that much, but I keep wanting to. This is just another one of those additional, things that I want to do, but I haven't. Much like this. Oh, I don't know if you saw Goob. So this is from Dandy's World. He's still got a little bit of his. So this is made with cardboard that I did yesterday. This is one of the characters from Dandy's World. He's got super long arms. He's a scrappy character. He's meant to be like a dog, actually. The other one that I showed you that I did, also out of cardboard, is his sister, Scraps, and she's more of a cat character. But he's got long arms that kind of drag behind him. And I made him into a standee, they call them, where I put him on something because I knew he wasn't going to stand otherwise. But yeah, so Lizzie got a bee in her bonnet yesterday, wanted to do crafts, so I worked on Goob and gave him to her. So I just wanted to show you guys. But yeah, he's double-sided, so you can kind of go either way. His little hands are nice and loosey-goosey. He's one of my favorites, Mandy. I have a little, I have this little place in my heart for Goob. And Pebble, the rock dog. Oh, Kelsey. Hope you and everyone has a great day. Yes, you too. I hope you have an amazing day as well. Embellish your top or buy it if you're talking about my top, I wish I embellished it. No, this is how it came. Isn't that pretty? It makes me want to do this with all of my shirts because then I feel like I can show off how much I like crochet with my clothes. In fact, I see so many people on Pinterest where they've cut like a shirt that maybe gets too tight or whatever, and then they do stitching, like a granny square type stitching or something like lacy like that along the sides to make the shirt wider, and it looks super cool. So, oh, and Mandy, when I send you the stuff that I forgot to send her something she won, and then I have other stuff I'm sending her, but I'm also tucking in, I hope your daughters don't have it already. Lizzie for Christmas got 2 Shrimpos, I think is his name, is one of the characters in the game. So I was going to tuck Shrimpo in, but there's only the one extra one. So I hope they don't fight over it. I know how kids can be. All right, I need to find myself a hook that's going to work. Let's go with this one, shall we? All right. I'm trying to think which way I want to go with this. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to have to do a test one here because I don't remember. Okay, let's do this. Bear with me for a moment. I think this is how I'm going to want to do. Oh, cool. He's like one of Lizzie says he's one of the chopped ones, but she loves him because I got him off of like Shein or one of those kind of Temu-ish ones. It wasn't Temu. I think it was Shein, but they're pretty much all the same kind of stuff. Sweet. Yeah, she's like, what am I going to do with 2 Shrimpos? But I know how much they like that. So toss it in there. All right, so I'm just doing single crochets, the 2 sides together. I might need to go up a hook size though, because I don't want it to start pulling the sides. So I gotta kind of see here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go up a hook size. I think it's gonna be a little too tight with that one. So let's see what I've got lying around here. Actually, Helix gave me a bunch of ones. Let's see if I've got one that'll work. Yes, I do. Let's try this one. Derpy, yeah, or cursed. Yes, exactly. They don't look quite right. Yes, exactly. Or maybe chopped is like, no, I think that is, I think I keep having to have my kids decode words and phrases that they use now because I have no idea what they're talking about. James was saying several things yesterday and I'm like, wait, what does that mean? Wait, what does that mean? Hi, Andy. How's it going? Welcome in. Welcome in. Okay, let's see. Way better crocheting them together than sewing. Yeah, I agree. I just feel like if you sew them together, it's gonna, it just seems like it would stretch more. I don't know. Once it's got the inner lining, that should help with, you know, it not stretching too much, but as far as the seaming part goes, I just feel like it's gonna be a lot better if we do it this way. Yeah, that should be better. The other one was a little too small. Felt like it was gonna start bunching. Recording on a camera or just your phone? Just curious. So right now I am on my laptop. My laptop has a camera. Oh, you got a cold? Is it like one of the flu bugs going around? Yeah, so right now I am on my my laptop, and I did just get a new phone though, and I plan to do videos and filming with that because it's got it's supposed to have a really nice camera. So I plan to start utilizing it. But yeah, I'm slowly, I still want to go through, I still want to do a video with my whips just to show it to you guys, show you all the different little whips, and then decide if I'm going to keep them or not. Propane delivery has arrived. Now you can barbecue out in the snow or whatever. Oh, you probably don't have snow anymore, huh? Or do you? It had said on our forecast that we might get snow last night and into today. There is not a flake of snow on the ground. So that obviously did not happen. But that's okay. I was just hoping that we'd have snow at least for a day. That would be nice. But I just don't want it to, I don't want it to last too long. And I have said the word of the day many times. It's something most of us should work on at some point to get done with. That's probably too easy of a hint. I think I just may as well just tell you at that point, right? I got this one fabric that maybe would be cute in here, and it's basically, I want to say it's a shade of blue. The fabric itself, the background color is probably more of this shade of blue. And then it's a bunch of different decorative-y looking cat houses. Like, you know, the little houses you can make for cats that are like a mushroom or, you know, like the little cave type ones. It's like that. It's a bunch of different little cave type ones. I think there's like a mushroom, a snail, this, that, the other. And they each have a cat in them, that like a cartoony drawn cat, you know, very cute. That would be super cute though, wouldn't it? Little kitty cats inside the bag, right? You guys got it. Yes, whips is definitely the word of the day. Make sure it's plural. I only want snow for maybe a day, 2 max. Then I want it to be fully melted. I don't want any of this, let's take a week for it to melt slowly but look black because all the cars have mixed it with dirt and everything else and it looks gross. Oh no, your allergies are starting with you. And Summer's in the house. How's it going? Summer, I realized on Mama G's yesterday, is that where we connected from, was through Mama G? Because I saw you were over on her channel, or maybe you went to her channel from my channel. I always try to figure out sometimes like how I know people or how I've met people through the YouTube streets. It's kind of fun to figure that out. Grammy Rita, it's whips, not sips. Whips. I'm going to take a sips of my coffee though. Thank you, Amber. Yeah, no, I love 2 things that you're doing right now. I mean, not like I don't love a lot of the things that you do anyway, but okay, so working on and getting done with these whips. These have been in there for years, ever since I made the cat gan, basically. So yeah, they've been in my whip bin. And then the other thing is I really like that sort of Pomodoro style crocheting that you've been doing. Hi, Diana D, and Bonnie's in the house. Hello, hello. How's everyone? How are you guys doing? Hope you're doing well. The word of the day is whips. That's what I'm working on. But yeah, doing that kind of 20 minutes, you know, on this project, 20 minutes on this project, because I find sometimes it is very hard to stick to only working on one project, you know, and you get bored of it, especially if your mind starts going a mile a minute and then you want to start something else. And I have a lot of things I want to start, but I know in my heart that I should not start them because these are just going to stay in my whip bin for another 5 to 10 years, you know? Yeah, Rebecca, I agree. You saw me on Crystal's? Crystal the Yarny Chicken? Is that the Crystal? Crystal the Yarny Chicken. I think that's the Crystal. That's Crystal's channel. Whips and stash busting. Yeah, I want to do whips and stash busting. I also want to... I really want to do some stash buster projects. I would at some point like to do the ones like I've showed some in my Discord. I really like the scrappy looking like puff that you could put your feet on, you know, like an ottoman kind of a thing I've seen. So I like that. You could even do it as a beanbag chair. That would be fun. I do think what Amber said would happen with her kids would also happen with my kids and their friends, which is basically chucking them at each other. I could very much see that. So yeah. And then what else? Oh, I've seen some really cool looking, like the smaller shawls that people wrap around that were scrappy and looked really good. And I'm talking super scrappy, like you may only get part of a row done with one color and then you're changing it, you know, like all the little balls, you know, like this, when you finish a project and you got a tiny little ball and smaller than that even. Oh, the children's book. Yes. The second one's going to be out soon, you guys. I'm so excited. Then I need to finish the third book. So my goal for the third book is to come out by the fall. Okay. So we're at February. Usually it takes me to do the art in the book, since there's over 100 drawings that I have to do for each one. There's probably about 130-ish drawings for each book. That part usually takes me it can take me 3 to 6 months, depending on how frequently I get to work on it. So just giving myself that time, but I also need to finish the manuscript, which is, I'm at like kind of like the ending climactic point right now. So I think there's probably, I'm 3/4 of the way through the book. Then I need to do the editing, you know, all those fun things. Get it professionally edited, because I will be paying somebody to professionally edit it, because Grammar and I are not the best of friends. Mostly I just like to add a lot of commas. I think that's my biggest problem. Anytime you pause, that's what they always taught us in school, right? Anytime you'd put a pause in what you're saying, put a comma. That's how I learned it. So now when Lizzie's doing grammar stuff, I'm like, I gotta Google it, Lizzie. I'm sorry, because I just don't know. Hi, Margaret. How's it going? How are you? Did you heal from your fall? You did the blanket for your mother-in-law for Christmas and she loves it. Which blanket are we talking about? Which one? Or period, yeah. My daughter likes to do run-on sentences, so I'm like, okay. I used to do that a lot too. So now I understand that if you can break it up, it helps in the flow and in the, you know, it like gives you your mind time to just breathe through what you're saying, instead of just like, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then this. Oh, the scrappy one. Oh, yes. Yes. Projectiles before they were even used. the way they were intended. Have they started using those, that character that you made, Amber? I can't remember what his name is, but she had designed, based off of a YouTube channel character. She had designed it and made it. There was like a big one and a little one. I'm taking all my puzzle yarn and trying to get a queen blanket in a wave pattern going. Ooh, that sounds nice. That will be very nice. Which farm channel it was on, but someone sent their scraps blanket with a cute pattern that had little spots of bright colors, like they did that to use up all the little tiny leftover bits. Oh, I bet that's adorable. That's fun. Yeah, because I have my top 2 bins in my 3-tier bin thing I have in the closet are all balled yarn. So I don't have any, I have no, none of the ball bands anymore on them. And then they're just varying sizes, varying materials, you know, just a hodgepodge. And they're also, because they're balled yarn, not like caked up and I could stack them, they're also intertwining and intertangling with each other already. So I know that's another project to tackle at some point. I was thinking maybe I should cake them up instead of having them balled. But crafty. You won't let them. Oh, pretty good. My knee's pretty much normal. Feels like it wants to hyperextend once. Aw. Yeah, that's tough. I feel like it just takes us longer to heal as we get, you know, as we age and stuff. Like my son, he hurt himself yesterday. He thought he was like KOing, right? He's like, oh my gosh, very, very upset. He doesn't handle pain very well. And I think he was just afraid that he'd really done something. I can't move my body. I can't move my body. He was really freaking out. And I'm like, okay, you're going to hyperventilate. Let's take some deep breaths and let's calm down. Let's figure out where it's really hurting, all that fun stuff. But like this morning, oh, I just don't think I can write. You know, my hand is my dominant hand, Mom. But then a little bit later, Mom, I'm kind of thinking I could probably go to school for a part of the day. I'm like, yeah, that's what I figured. When do I normally end my videos? You mean the lives? Or I usually go for an hour. So I would go till 10, which is in, 18 minutes or so. Your daughter just got there? Nice. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate that. Working on one now that I started summer of 23. Nice, Heidi. What is it? What are you working on? I'm going to just make granny squares with my scraps next time. I love those little scrappy chickens. Those are so cute. I think those could definitely be a thing on a car. You leave a little scrappy chicken on somebody else's car. That'd be so fun. Working on granny that requires 255 3.5-inch squares. Wrap your head around that one. And you've made 95 so far. That sounds like the one Rebecca has one started. I think they're hexagons that she's doing, and they're same kind of thing, like pretty small. And it's like the endless blanket that will never finish, right? It's a lot of squares. For you, it's 12:43, so you must be on the East Coast. I'm in Washington, so it's still early. I like to come on earlier now just because, you know, it's easier for my day because then I can help Lizzie with school, and she takes a while to kind of wake up in the morning anyway. I'm up by 5:30, so I'm like, all right, I've been up for, 3 hours already. Are you guys up yet? You got to get pantyhose to finish the chicken. Yeah, I think even a sock, like an old sock would work too, I bet you. Pantyhose, yes, for sure that would work. Hi, Manuela, how are you? Welcome in. Small hexagons, why did I ever? And how many did yours have, Rebecca? How many hexagons did it have? Yeah, get off, help the kids with the school, and then work on your own stuff. I've been enjoying your shorts, Amber, that you've been putting out lately when you're sitting there working on your whips. Fix a sneaky water leak. Aww. That's so funny, though. I always call my dad for stuff like that. Or if I need a tool or if I need help building something, he's the fix-it guy. So he is always very good at doing those things. I'm doing very well. Just working on a whip that I've had for a long time. I'm turning these little extra squares that I made into purses. I'm going to do like side crossbody bags, and I'll do sewn liners for them. And then perhaps we'll sell them with yarn in a dibs sale because I have got to pay back like my car, you guys. I did not expect a $5,000 bill from when I took Juju in. Juju's my car, by the way. Took her in because her check engine light was on. We had this one shop try to figure it out twice. They didn't figure it out. Then we took it to a special mini Land Rover, and they do one other, but it's like a specialty dealer or specialty mechanic to fix it. They fixed it, but found a whole bunch of other things going wrong, including like some really scary stuff. Like apparently only the front passengers, the brake pads, only that one was even working at all. So that could have gone out on me and I wouldn't have been able to stop my car. So that would have been scary. So yeah, we had to get that all fixed and replaced. The filters looked like they'd never been replaced. This is a 2013 car, so it needed some maintenance stuff. 478. Oh my gosh. So I have one of my whips is a bunch of squares, much like you guys are talking about, probably yay big. Okay. It was a pixel blanket, or it's supposed to be a pixel blanket of Totoro from, My Neighbor Totoro Studio Ghibli film. Totoro's this guy down here, actually. Here he is. That's Totoro. But anyways, it was him holding an umbrella. And I have probably 3 zippy bags stuffed full of squares. Nowhere near what I need to make this blanket. So that's another one of those ones that I'm like, what do I do? Because the colors that I have so far don't, to me, look that great together to just sew and make into a bag or something else. Maybe a blanket, but they don't really match that well because I didn't have all. Oh my gosh, I put you to sleep, Tank. I'm so sorry. Maybe you just needed the rest. Want some coffee? My voice just lulled you to sleep. Wow, 2.5 hours away. It was always hard to get work done. Yeah. Well, and the thing that gets me the most, this is the hardest part for me, is that, so we got ours from Carvana when we did our switcheroo, and I got my my mini. We did through Carvana. You have 100 days to find if there's any issues or anything, and it's covered under their warranty kind of thing. And the other mechanic that we had taken it to that was in network, we took it to twice, and they couldn't figure it out. And this one was also in network, but by the time we actually got it in there, it's no longer, it was past the 100 days, which means that's why we had to pay for everything. So that was really frustrating. I'm like, we started off in that 100 days, I wouldn't have to pay as much. But what can you do? What can you do? Hi, Tina and Gertrude. How's it going? Welcome in. Good to see you again. Yeah, if you guys, she fell asleep from your live, Amber. She's just asleep in this whole time, maybe. I don't think so. You were fun too. I was enjoying it. I know I don't always chat so much in the mornings, but I'm also getting so many things going. So I'm trying to chat, say hi to everybody, but I'm always running around. A blanket called Anno 1926 using all bamboo yarns. Oh, how are those to work with? I think I may have some bamboo yarn in my stash, but I've been curious to know how they work. like how they feel, I guess, as you're working with them. You're still waiting on the return of your car. Oh no. You're on round 90 of 114. You can do it. 24 more rounds or whatever you said round. Yeah, 24 more rounds. You got this. Come on. Let's get her done. All right, I did the corner. Now I'm going back up the last side here. And then this one will be a pocket to make into a bag. I like when stuff is just like one type of stitch. You know, it's just a single crochet, so I don't have to think about it. I can talk. You do love the feel of bamboo yarn? Does it feel like what other yarn would you compare it to? Acrylic, cotton, wool? They've had it for 2 weeks. Oh my gosh. Marianne loves the feel of the bamboo, and Margaret. If you know where there is a pattern that's good for making a Totoro, let me know. My friend would probably love making one. She's where I learned about those movies. I have a Totoro, actually. Where is he? I think he's... Oh, no, there he is. I don't know if I could grab him, though. He's kind of in a weird, precarious position. He's on the other side of the wall. All right. Think thin thoughts, Totoro. Think thin thoughts. Can I get you out? Can I get you out? Aha. I got him. It's not my pattern. That's Totoro. This one almost looks like the bluer one, right? Remember? Because see, Totoro, the big Totoro, he is like a gray color. This one's in blue. I will have to look and see where I got this pattern from, because I made 2 or 3 of these so far in my time of crocheting. But yeah, this was a really good pattern. It works up pretty quick. So. Suns and stars. Nice. Yeah, Kobu. Yep. That was one of the ones I had. I don't remember if I still have it. So the bamboo for you is too splitty. Oh, interesting. Maybe it was just Kobu that was splitty. Lucky Brand, Trubu, and Stenley. Are they splitty? They do say that a lot of times if you change your hook, that can actually help with the splittiness. Allegedly. Bamboo has a mercerized cotton feel to me, but airier. Yeah. I'm always like, so it's interesting, right? That you can have, like, for me, I used to only ever work with acrylic yarns because I was only ever making amis. And I started off using Red Heart Super Saver. That was like the go-to at the time. And I had no idea, I had never heard of the Big Twist until I met Michael online, and that was like exclusively what he was using. But one of the other brands I would use on occasion, because they had the color I wanted, was the Lion brand, what was it? Lion brand Vanna's Choice. I almost said Lana's Choice. Vanna's Choice. Like Vanna White. And it was a 4-weight acrylic yarn, just like the Red Heart. But Red Heart is very, like, it felt thicker. It felt stiffer than the Vanna's Choice one. And Vanna's Choice yarns, every time they would make it way thinner. They would make, like, whatever project I was working on smaller, or, you know, smaller in size than the Red Heart. So even though it was the same weight and everything, it just didn't seem to matter. It was something about that yarn was much thinner and feel. So just find it interesting. Basic boy hooks on it and hook up half a size and it won't split for me. Oh, there you go. Red Heart brand's made for about a mile from you. How cool. Have you, like, do they have tours of the factories and stuff? You should go check it out. And then see if they have free samples or something. Any free sample yarn, anybody? There we go. Yeah. I think I need to pick the names, you guys. Oh my goodness. We're already 5 till. The time is just flying. I'm going to finish this this pouch before I go, though. So I'm going to draw the names. If you haven't, we've got 21 entries, 31 watching. If you want to put in the word of the day and get your name in the hat, potentially for our monthly appreciation giveaway. The word is WIPS, plural, so WIPS, works in progress. That's what we're working on. And then I will draw 5 names, 4 to get 2 entries in on the wheel, and 1 will get 10 entries on the wheel. I'd be dumpster diving there, right? I know. Does yarn expire? No, I don't think so. Could get moth-eaten, I guess. I mean, any kind of fabric, right? Any kind of fabric will deteriorate over time, but anything that doesn't sell, perhaps, you know, find some boxes in the back. Tank can come and bring the cookies. We might be busy there for a while. Used to be a store for all the cast off stuff, like if it was barely off color dye or rolled too short or too much. Yeah, exactly. They do some of those on, what do they call them? Are they yarn, not yarn ends? Is that what they call them? Can't remember. Hi, Tracy. Welcome in. I can't remember. What do they call those, you guys? Like when it's the end of the color or whatever the yarn is that they're, you know, they're spooling up and stuff. They call it something ends, I think. And I want to say it's like Hobie that sells those. So they sell them and you won't know exactly which ones you're going to get, but yeah, you can end up with something that's still really good, still the same yarn. But maybe, like you said, off color a little bit. Mill ends. Thank you, Marianne. I could not come up with that mill word. Mill ends, yes. And Margaret. You guys, I think, came in at the same time. I like that they do that, because what else are you going to do, you know? It's like, I know in the food industry, so much food gets wasted because it's just a little off or whatever. That's why I like those. I like when they sell you, I think they call them like ugly fruits and vegetables or whatever. You know, they just don't look pristine and pretty, so they can't put them on the shelf, but they taste the same. Hirschner's. Okay, it's Hirschner's that sells it. I knew it was one of the big ones. Okay, I could do one more, and then I would be done. This one's getting a little splitty. Here we go. Okay. Here we go, you guys. Look at that. It's a little pocket purse. How cute. It's going to be nice and puffy. It'll fit a lot in that, right? Look at that. It's going to be a good size. So I will definitely be lining it, and it should be pretty easy. It's just a square. Lining it, definitely adding a pocket, at least one pocket in there, because I love having a pocket in my bags. I don't know about you. Phone, which normally gets stuck at the bottom, or your keys or something. So I'll definitely put that in, and then I have to do the strap part still. So, all right, so we're at 26 entries. We're going to start drawing names, and I will put all these squares to the side. A pin here. Finish this, and I will be done. Sounds like something you heard before. Mine. Oh, I love that. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's pick some winners. Melissa G. Oh, I gotta flip the page. Melissa G, you get 2 entries in. I always do with the G, with the E. All right. Next we have Tina and Gertrude. Congratulations, Tina and Gertrude. All right, we've got Grammy Rita in the house. There we go. You get 2 entries in, Grammy Rita. We've got Arrow on there, so 2 for you, Arrow. And then the last one for 10 entries is Lydia. Congratulations, Lydia. Plus 10. Awesome. Congrats to the winners for today. But we'll do this we do this every time I go live, so you know, definitely pop in. Tuesday next week will be my next live, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tuesdays and Thursdays, that's when I go on. And yeah, thanks for coming in, hanging out with me, and helping me figure out if the bags was the best idea. I think that that's what I'm going to do. And yeah, Brandon is slacking. See, I go with the E's though, Amber. That's like, see, I go G. It's like phonetic, you know. I put the E's in there. I do that with Mandy's name sometimes too. Mandy. At least I do in my head. You guys are so funny. Well, have an awesome rest of your day. I hope you guys get some whips done and drink some coffee, you know, have some fun. Enjoy the YouTube streets. I'll probably see you around, I'm sure. And I will, yeah, have a good weekend. I will see you guys on Tuesday, all right?